So. How we doing, Rory? Hey, Mari. Big up, Rory. Rory, can you just tell me, is there any sound? Sound is good on Twitch. Thank you, Sugar Wing. I don't know. Apologies for being late on. I was hoping to be on for about 2:45 this afternoon. However, our huge success on TikTok has paid off. I was on a conference call with two businesses, two of the major players in the travel industry globally, invited me onto a conference call to discuss some exclusive opportunities. So growing to over 40,000 followers and members of our community on TikTok has paid off in one sense. Still small and growing on YouTube and Twitch, but believe me, we are going to take over, because the main thing that we bring is a friendly community. A bit of bantertainment and a lot of aviation and travel. Here we go, we've got EI272, this Airbus A320 with that rugby livery, operated by Aer Lingus, heading over to Birmingham. We have also made a significant investment today. Still not 100% sure how I feel about it, but we have made a significant investment in ordering a hell of a lot of new equipment to take us to the next level and put us as the best quality on YouTube and TikTok. YouTube and Twitch, sorry. I did not expect to be spending the level of money that I have though. But needs must. Hayden Nair. I'm actually excited for it to arrive simply because of how much I've spent. But we have run into a couple of thousand on the equipment. So we are stepping it up. I know we are below par on YouTube and Twitch at the moment in terms of quality, but we have had to make that transition over from TikTok, so the equipment has had to change. So hopefully when that arrives, we will be a lot better quality. But whilst we haven't got the quality, we've got the personality, and we have got the entertainment here at WTF Live Daily. We are rebranding as well, guys. Hey Adam, hope you had a nice bank holiday weekend. It was okay, thank you, Siobhan. It was a quiet one for me. Hey, sparky eyes. I know, right, Siobhan. What was the holiday? It was St. Bridget's Day, was it, or something? I don't really know. It was only an Irish bank holiday. It wasn't a bank holiday in England or anything, so it's not something I'm not that clued up on. Sun is out in Germany today, a miracle. But not going to lie, my heart breaks for the people in Turkey and Syria. Yeah, I'm the same. I've got a lot of friends in Turkey, both English and Turkish. Fortunately, they are not in southern Turkey, but some of their families are, and they're still waiting for news on their relatives. So thoughts are with them. And next up, we've got EI3216, this Aer Lingus regional, operated by Emerald Airlines, beginning its short flight over to the Isle of Man with that 2019 livery. I'll take any bank holiday they'll give us. Change coming up on my phone, but not YouTube on TV. If you search WTF Live Daily, it should come up on the TV as well. I'll not be joining you on YouTube on Friday the 24th this month because I'm going on holidays with my family. Where are you heading to, Rory? The little girl pulled out of the rubble, I know. And I actually saw a video circulating of before the earthquake hit, before the first earthquake hit, of a dog trying to warn people. Obviously it sensed it, because I'm assuming it heard the rumbles before anybody else could, like before humans could hear them, but it was howling, trying to make people aware. And the sad thing is, in Turkey there are so many stray street dogs that are quite well looked after by the locals, in the sense that they're fed, they're watered and stuff like that, but people will probably have just thought that it was a street dog just howling. Got it now. Heading to London. Got a busy taxiway here now. Our next flight is an Airbus A320 EI636, leaving us here from Dublin's North Runway, beginning its journey over to Brussels. It is the old livery. I do not like this livery. Seeing it with cats too. Yeah, dogs are so smart, they are. This has possibly been in for paint, because the aircraft that is actually in front of me is the new livery. However, Flight Radar are holding an old image, I believe, because it's showing that it's got that old livery. So it's either been in for paint, or there's been possibly a glitch on Flight Radar. There's a lot of flies here today. Just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has joined WTF IPTV. Over 100 sign-ups in the last 48 hours. Massive response. It is a great service, though. And thank you for the kind messages from a lot of the people who have signed up, saying how good the service is. If you are interested, head over to WTFlivedaily.com/IPTV. Use discount code WTF30 and you will receive 12-month subscription with every channel you can think of, including all the sports, all the pay-per-view, a massive movies server, and also a video on demand. We do have 2 custom apps. We have our main app, which has some of the movies, some of the video on demand, and all of the live channels, and then we have a dedicated video on demand app as well. So do check it out. There is a video on the website as well showing it working, and I actually recorded that with a speed of, I think it was 7.4 megabits per second. So with a very low and unstable internet connection, it still works fantastically. Awful overcast day it is. It's the usual price. Right, right, let me start again. We launched this in Spain almost 2 years ago. And in Spain, we charge €99 for 12 months. The launch price in Ireland and the UK is €79 for 12 months. However, if you use the discount code WTF30, you will get a 12-month subscription for just €49. Oh, that little devil. Shane, swipe up your note. Oh, Shane. Here we go. EI636 beginning its flight over to Brussels. It is indeed the old livery. The new livery is holding at the far end. This one cut through. I still have not decided if I like the old livery or the new one, but I prefer the new one. That old one looks old. Doesn't look classic, it doesn't look retro, it doesn't look vintage. It just looks tired, dated, and old. Possibly that livery with the green that is on the tail of the 2019 livery to replace the green that's currently on the old livery would look very nice. Very Quiet remembers today, are you on Twitch? So yeah, we're on Twitch as well. I expected us to be quiet on YouTube today. There is another channel here, they're on runway 28. They came in and made some comments on yesterday's live. Oh, I believe it was them. I may be jumping to conclusions, but they're over there. Somebody told me there's a huge UK channel here today. This was yesterday. It's a huge UK channel. Here's me thinking it's Jerry and Big Jet. No, no, no. It's a channel with just over 1,000 subscribers, which is great. But, like, it's not that big. And to go into somebody's live and say, oh, there's a huge channel coming over, trying to put the other channel down, I thought was a little bit out of order. Here we go, EI210. It's Aer Lingus A320 heading over to Manchester. Put the green and oh, the memories of good old times. Yeah, Sugar Wing. That is the thing. People cling to the memories and the histories, and I completely understand that. I just think the green that's on the tail of that livery that's just left, replace the original green on the old livery with that tone of green. I think all of a sudden it keeps the vintage feel but with a modern twist. Do you miss TikTok? I do and I don't. I miss parts of TikTok. I miss being able to just post a random story whenever I want, or post a video and it just being so simple. But I don't miss the corruption of TikTok. Got a great discount for Dave for Rancho, Texas tonight. Such a nice guy. Off Dave for Rancho, Texas tonight. I miss mutilating. I miss tapping. Yeah, I am surprised that Twitch and YouTube haven't introduced that sort of like feature. There we go, the Boeing 737 MAX FR5461 heading over to Marrakesh. I think we might do Marrakesh this year. It's a nice place. Yo, I'm back from school. Big up car spotter. Not tonight, Rancho, Texas night, as in the country night in Lanzarote. I know Rancho, Texas. Travel on Dave over on TikTok. Tango Alpha, how are we doing, buddy? This chat's not moving up. I have a group of 14, so you got me a good deal. Check Deb's out with her groupies. Yeah, it's a miserable looking day. It's not overly cold, but you can feel the bite to the air coming through now. Nice commission for him too, yeah. It would have been a good commission for him. See, I'm torn when it comes to excursions and trips when you're on holiday. I'm so torn because the fact that I travel so frequently, I know what you can actually get the price of these excursions for if you go direct. And I want to tell people, just book direct with the venue, because you will always get a better deal, always. However, obviously, for many, many years, I've had businesses in the sun, and I'm all about supporting small businesses. And I think, given the fact that they include transfers and you've got a face to speak to, I think they do add the value, the extra value that they charge. However, there's some, especially in Lanzarote, there's some that is just daylight robbery, especially the hotels. My fire blazing. Yeah, the hotels, the margin that they add to it is absolutely ridiculous. But Dave does look after everybody. Same in Ireland, I agree. I think the one thing is, for Irish people, British people, if you go away, say as an Irish person, you go to London for a few days or to the UK for a week on holiday, you feel a lot more comfortable booking direct with, I don't know, Madame Tussauds or the London Eye or whatever it may be. You feel a lot more comfortable because you think to yourself, right, well, I can easily search which bus to jump on to take me there. But when we go to a foreign country, if you're not comfortable driving in particular, the transport can be more difficult. Now, transport network is normally great, especially in Spain and the Spanish islands, but people do get a little bit scared of it in terms of not scared of travelling on it, but scared of, am I going to get on the right bus? It's in Spanish, am I going to get on? So yeah, hello everyone. My poor rat has a poorly eye today. It's been very good letting me bathe it. Get the rat catcher out. Rancho is the same price at the gates. The country night is €50 for transfer, food and drink included. Also live show, live band, line dancing. Yeah, the Rancho is a good night out. I love Madame Tussauds. There's one of me going in there next year, I believe. Apparently you have to bang the table and shout, yeah! Take, for example, talking about excursions and the markup that places are charging. I don't know if any of you know the area, but over in Mallorca, there's some resorts called Calamior, Sarcoma, Siot, Porto Cristo. There's some caves near there, the caves of Drac. And I shit you not, the markup from excursion companies is €25 per person on top of the ticket price. And literally all they do is get you there. You can get a bus from any of those resorts directly to the door. It's a public bus. You just get on at a bus stop directly to the doors for €2 per person, or €2.70 per person. Be a good night. It will be a good night. Sahib, is that how you say your name? I apologise. Sahib. And next up, we've got FR120, this Ryanair flight heading over to London Gatwick. It's a Boeing 737. A broken arm in a cave. No way. Shane wasn't good in school today. Oh dear, Shane. Next up, we're going to have FR840, this time heading over to Edinburgh, another Boeing 737 operated by Ryanair. A spider landed on my head and scared me, no way. In Albufeira, Portugal, they charged us €50 for a boat trip to see the caves. Yeah, like, boat trips have got so expensive. I looked when I was in Lanzarote, and the catamaran cruise that you used to be able to do, I'm not saying that specific cruise, but you used to be able to do a catamaran cruise, a daytime one, for about €20–25 per person. The cheapest price for one of the reputable ones was €77 per person. And the sunset cruises were that little bit more. I was making our own way to it and back, wow. Here we go. FR840 now on the move. I think what you're saying is correct about going alone on foreign holiday excursions is true. It's like anywhere in the world. The sharks and greedy, yeah. I have to turn that chat off for a minute because I can't see my screen. Yeah, it was crazy money. Can't wait for Vienna. 40 days till Lanzarote, I'll get my own key ring. I bet where I can get refunds with no penalties. Yeah, definitely for hotels. Don't forget, guys, we do still have the partnership with Revolut for booking all of your hotel stays. Even if you've already got Revolut, make sure you check out on your app. Just type in stays. If it's not already at the top, type in stays, because you get cash back on every hotel room that you book. If you're one of the metal customers with a metal account, you get a nice chunk of change back. How are we doing, Hayden Pringle? $16 on Twitch, Sparky Eyes. That's high for Twitch. Welcome to everybody's on Twitch. If you haven't already hit the follow button, please do hit it for me. It costs you nothing, but it helps us massively. We've got 18 over on YouTube in a minute, I believe. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up on YouTube, what are you waiting for? Hit that thumbs up, please. Thank you to the 3 new subscribers for WTF IPTV. It's greatly appreciated. Your accounts are now activated. Hope you enjoy the platform. Please follow the instructions and make sure you do download the custom app. It gives you a much better viewer experience. However, it does also work on Smarters Pro if your device will not allow you to download Downloader, because you will need Downloader to get the custom app. Here we go. We have FR3672, this Boeing 737 heading over to Milan. Vienna is expensive, isn't it? Like 2 drones you take this. Yeah, the drones are getting ridiculous now. Rumour has it, and it is only a rumour, that it's the same person who made over 60,000 complaints last year. If it is, then I sincerely hope that the government do get involved, that the Gardaí get involved, and they make an example of that person. Make no mistake, if it is that person that's made 60-odd thousand complaints in the last 12 months, it is malicious. It isn't just somebody doesn't understand that you can't fly drones. It is malicious in an attempt to disrupt the activity of the airport, and they should be punished severely for it. Not only are they disrupting people's travelling, but they are putting lives in danger by flying drones over the airport or in the surrounding airspace, and they need to be dealt with. It's brighter by a good hour in the evenings now. It is sparky, yes. Why does someone buy a house at the airport? I'm gonna use my camera to zoom in. Hey Adam, how you doing, man? How we doing, James? How's Stace? You got me an idiot to fly a drone at the airport, yeah. The fact that it's becoming more and more frequent in the same location sort of leads you to believe that it most probably is the person that has made over 60,000 complaints, I believe it is. Or is it 20,000? It's something ridiculous. 365. Yeah, it's over 60,000. No. It's a crazy amount. Let me just work it out. Sorry, 21,000, nearly 22,000. They've worked it out where this one individual has made over 60 complaints every single day about the airport. Yeah, that's true, Spark. Yes. London's ridiculous price, right? City visits are cheap. Not cheap, but well worth doing. Yeah, I do like city visits. They're doing it for the gram. I don't think they are. I think they're doing it to disrupt the airport. Now, there are people that are then reposting the video on Instagram claiming it's them. A bit like Ali Law did when he flew it over... Was it over a football stadium? It wasn't actually him, but he claimed it was. Or he insinuated it was for the clout. What they complain about the noise of the airport. Go on, tell us it's you, Adam. Most definitely isn't me. Like, all joking aside, it's dangerous. They disrupt my flexible plans about your crack. It's like 6 AM, so I might be good. Apparently they make complaints 24 hours a day, so you might not be. They just want 3 upgraded roofs, windows for sound. Yeah. If you catch your return flight, I'll try my best if I'm here. Next thing you know, Ryanair has an engine on fire. Deny there has been grants for upgraded windows and stuff. I'm back on the 26th. 26th of what? really wide that lens. The moisture is getting bad already today. 26th of March. You might be unlucky, Debs. You know, my trips are always sometime around the 24th, 25th of a month. I don't know why, I just like travelling that time of the month. Idiots, it's like these protesters blocking them. Yeah. As far as I know, I can't go into detail. No way, James. Send me an email if you want, brother. Send it to wtflivedaily@gmail.com. What's up, Dublin? A good day from North Carolina. A big up to North Carolina. How's Eric? Yeah, that's what they did here. They offered property improvement or bought their homes. If you're getting a boot. I'm not 100% decided where I'm heading to. At the end of February. It's probably actually going to be the first week in March, because I've got stuff on the last week of February. I don't necessarily need to be in Ireland, but I need to be able to focus on those things. I haven't 100% decided where I'm going. I was initially thinking Spain, mainland Spain, but I don't know. I might actually mix it up a bit and do the like I mentioned about Netherlands by train. I don't know yet. We'll see. Oh, you get Valentine's cards next week. I don't get Valentine's cards. Madrid. Yeah. One thing that is putting me off a little bit with Spain, that first week in March, car hire is absolutely ridiculous. And the reason behind it is in March. March is the month that the car hire companies usually change their fleets in Spain. So they have a minimal fleet for certain periods of March, while once they don't always fully overlap, if that makes sense. So they don't always have a transporter arrive with 8 cars and take 8 cars away. Sometimes they take 8 cars away and then they can be a week or two without the replacements. Hello from cold Canada. Lost your stream for a few days. How we doing, Liz? March is spring break for college students. It is indeed. Big up to Marcus Radley. You put a special comment on your subscription that you've just taken for WTF IPTV. You wanted a shout out on the stream. Big up to you, Marcus Radley. Thank you for your subscription. I have just activated it for you. Make sure you download that custom app. I'm glad I never used Disney Eurostar to Disney. Looks interesting. Yeah, the Eurostar actually goes straight into Amsterdam now as well. Is that because you don't send Valentine's cards and just a thought? I don't send cards in general. Cards are a waste of money and they damage the environment. I have a big objection to sending cards. €5, €6 for a card that somebody reads, shakes to see if there's any money in it, and then puts in the bin 2 days later. Just forget to buy this. You don't do cards. Adam, was you allowed to repost my TikTok? I tried. It keeps on failing to repost. I'll try again, Hayden. It could be the sound that you've got on it, though. Because if it's not a commercial sound, as in TikTok commercial, they give us a list of songs that we can actually use. If it's not one of them, it just removes the video. I'm all good, thank you, Liz. I do send cards, really. Paper damages the environment. Yeah, chopping trees down to get paper, innit? I don't know if you buy biodegradable. Have you seen the price of the biodegradables? Yeah, Hayden, if you want me to repost videos, try and use a sound that the big creators are using on their videos. So if you've got creators with like 25,000 plus followers and they're using sounds, it usually means that it is part of the TikTok commercial sounds. But use wrapping paper for Christmas. Yeah, begrudgingly used wrapping paper. What about Fortnite cards? Don't know what they are. Paper is less of a problem than Jet Blast. I know, but paper, believe me, Denier, I have looked into this on a serious level. I've looked into it. And I've done a lot of research. And as good as paper planes are, they do not fly me to Lanzarote. I don't know what it is. It's something about the engineering of a paper plane. It just can't take me and my bags. Maybe you're cheap. Possibly. How are we doing, Paul? Paper comes from trees. It does. But what's even more damaging, now I'm going to set people off. Well, I might not. It depends if there's any in here. Vegans. Deforestation. I agree, Car Spotter. Speaking of deforestation, vegans, all about saving the planet and all that jazz. Yet they're chopping rainforests down to make tofu. Bloody tofu. Wow. Who's ever had nice tofu? Not if from sustainable forests. It's because you're using budget paper planes. No, sustainable forests. Sustainable forests are a little bit like people who promote and sell carbon credits. Carbon credits are the biggest load of nonsense ever. Selling a carbon credit to a business so they can offset their carbon output and carbon footprint is just pure nonsense, because the carbon credits don't actually exist. Tofu's nasty. Vegans cause deforestation because they eat it. Like chewing on rubber, I agree. Here we go, FR2781 of this Ryanair Boeing 737 heading over to Vilnius. Big up Robert, how we doing? Big up Paul Usher. What about e-cards? Now I can do e-cards. I can do e-cards. I'll be honest, if you're gonna send cards, my preferred cards are MasterCard and Visa cards, but I will accept all e-cards. Tofu is okay if you cover it in enough tasty sauces and dressings I found. Wow. Yeah, I don't get doing that though. Like, tofu clearly is nasty because you have to cover it in sauces. Anything's nice if you can completely hide the flavour of it with something nice. He likes Costa Coffee e-cards. Yes. Never had tofu. You're not missing out on much, Denier. I'd suggest probably don't bother. And the other thing with vegans, I'm on a little bit of a rant now about vegans. But you know how I am. It's not just planes, we do ranting as well here at WTF Live Daily. What is it with vegans feeling so self-entitled and so self-righteous that they feel just because they're vegan, they have to ram it down everybody's throats. I love meat. I'm from a background where we had butcher shops, but I love meat, but I don't go to every vegetarian and say you must eat meat. You're a vile human being because you don't eat meat. Why do vegans feel the need to force it down your throat that you should be vegan? Tried fake beef. If you Bill Gates, getting a razor and chew on it, that's tofu, I agree. I like e-cars too, denier. That was tongue-in-cheek comment from me, Adam. I admit I serve tofu if you can. Yeah, tofu is not for me. There's the AA taking his break. Why wasn't the AA here, sat there that night a few months ago, where they left me stranded just around the corner for over 7 hours in the freezing cold overnight? How we doing, Carl? Most I'll do is eat corn. Yeah, I'm not mad on corn. Anybody heard from Lil? No, I've not heard from Lil in ages. I know she just got a promotion and she was busy with work. Oh, guys. 1 second. It's a little bit quiet here now. Telling you something strange was going on with her account. Yeah, I don't know. $36 on YouTube. Big up to all of you. If you've not already hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Oh dear, Adam. Oh dear, subscribe. I scream, you scream, everybody scream. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button on YouTube, please hit it for me. Show me a bit of love and give it a thumbs up as well. I'm glad been on another Dublin stream. Yeah, I saw it, Carl. I know, right? If you don't eat meat, whatever. If you're going to force people to not eat meat, which contains many nutrients, is needed to grow muscle. Love your letters. Was like another fake beetroot. Nah, I don't think it was beetroot. Because she posted videos as well. It's okay, Debs, we were talking about you, not to you. Any word on that girl missing in the UK? Not that I'm aware of. I was actually watching a true crime journalist. It's been on TV and everything. New true crime investigator. And he came up with some interesting things in the terminology that the chief inspector or the commissioner, whatever she was, of the police force said. She is very much leaning in one direction. And after he said it, I understand where he's coming from. It's almost as if she's ruled out anything other than the fact that she slipped into the river. There is no evidence to suggest that she slipped into that river. There's no markings on the bank to suggest that she slipped in. But it seems very much so that the police investigation at the moment is desperately trying to find supporting evidence towards that narrative of her falling into the river, as opposed to how I would want and expect an investigation to be if it was one of my loved ones, leading towards investigating and keeping an open mind as to what has happened. It does very much seem like they have got a one-track mind at the moment. The worst part of vegans is they make their pets vegan, yeah. It's all very strange. I don't believe she fell in the river. No, I don't believe. Yeah, it's going up nicely, isn't it, Robert? Independent underwater teams are still on the river and rechecking the areas that the police initially did. and they're pushing back to Malaga, which I was on that flight to Malaga. I'd say she was snatched. Yeah, interestingly as well, there is a house quite close to where she, well, I was going to say where she disappeared, where we believe that she disappeared from. However, we don't really know. All we actually know is that her phone, the dog harness and the dog were found in that location. We don't actually know that she disappeared there. That could have all been planted, in theory. But there is a house there that the police attended and did a door-to-door as per the norm. But interestingly, they refused entry to the police. That, to me, needs going back to. It's apparently an abandoned house. However, there is a light that goes on and off at very sporadic moments in the hours of darkness. So it's unlikely if it's on a timer. So why they haven't been back with a warrant yet for there, I don't know. The whole investigation is frustrating for me because the police are very, very quick to get a warrant to search a property if they believe there's going to be an interest for them in terms of proceeds of crime from a drug dealer, a cyber criminal or something like that. They're very quick to get a warrant to search a property. However, they are reluctant to get a warrant to search that property. I'm just looking too far into it. She definitely ran away because she couldn't be asked anymore. Yeah, there's rumours too there was in debt, so demons having a disco, dog dry and phone on bench. Phone was still connected. I'd be forcing my way in. They need a search warrant. They do need a search warrant, but why haven't they got one yet? Did like her boyfriend either? Yeah, that smiling thing though, you've got to remember, initially when I watched it, I thought, oh, there's something not quite right. But if you look a little bit deeper into that, they have, is it 2 children? I think there's an element of nerves there with him, not necessarily because he's done something, but an element of nerves because of the situation. He's probably on TV for the first ever time under circumstances that nobody ever wants to make a TV appearance. And I believe he's trying to put a brave face on for the children. He does have a very strong alibi, I believe, doesn't he, as well? Although that story has changed, because initially the report was from the police that he was at work during the key time frame. However, it has now transpired that he was working from home during the key time frame. Now, working from home and being at work are two very, very different things. Nicola Bulley was actually at work while she was walking a dog. She was on a Teams call at work, and albeit her microphone and her camera were off, she was technically at work. There's nothing to say that he couldn't have left that house. 2 girls. I know you can't say how you'd act under those circumstances. I know. Like, I think if it was me in those circumstances, like, I'm quite used to being on camera, behind the camera, talking to people and knowing that anybody could be watching it, right? But I think for me, the nerves would probably make me do something stupid, like say something like big up, or yeah, we need to keep searching, everybody, let's go. I think those nerves would come off in that way. Why can't they track off Fitbit? They've been trying to access that, I believe. The dog's harness off and the dog not being wet and not running along the bank if she's in the water. Trial by media of him will really screw any police license inquiry, so be careful, everyone. Yeah, like, the dog is such an interesting feature for me, because a good friend of mine who has passed, sadly, you've heard me talk about him before, Alex, he had spaniels on the farm, and those dogs not only love water. I know people saying I've got a spaniel and it hates water. It probably hates water because you've always been too scared to let it jump in a river or in a lake. But their natural instinct is water. But more importantly, a spaniel's natural instinct is its loyalty to its master. And it's strange that that dog, if she fell into that river, one, hasn't gone in at some point to try and get her out, but more significantly, isn't constantly prancing up and down at the exact point where she fell in, if she fell in. That, for me, is quite significant. I would be expecting that spaniel to be using its instincts to literally not move from the spot or be reluctant to move, happy to be dragged away, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Also, as well, the harness was off. Now, from everything we understand, that dog never went anywhere without a harness on. So the van doing that, it's just the AA wait on his break, waiting for his next call, I guess. If that was me, I'd be out with the police searching. The dog is the only living thing that knows what happened. Imagine, big up, I know. But, sparky eyes, at least I'd say, come on guys, we've got to stay positive. Keep thinking positive thoughts. Big up, let's go. Can you imagine somebody like Elusive Gracie or Frenchie or Dave Duran on TikTok? It'd be like, listen, I know my missus is gone. I don't know where she is. None of us know. But come on, we're only 100,000 diamonds away from number 4 on the weekly rankings. Let's go, guys. Drop some unis. That was my point. The dog would have followed her even if on the bank. Yeah. What did you say after you fell down the volcano? Can't remember. There were some expletives in there, though. Yeah, Van, he's plane spotting. I haven't sent you an email to read at your leisure. No worries, James. I'll read when I come off, bro. Don't forget to baked beans. Baked beans? How are we doing, actor Sean Johnson? Let's just give this lens a quick wipe. I didn't actually fall down the volcano. What happened was I was walking down, and it wasn't up a volcano. It was on one of the volcanic mounds. That was all. It wasn't like the top of a bloody volcano. But you know, it's quite loose, the volcanic rock. I stood on one of the big ones, thinking it was the safest route, and it just moved. You missed a spot. Next up, we have FR7054, this Ryanair Boeing 737 MAX beginning its journey over to Malaga. Not long until I will be on probably this exact flight when I move back over to Spain. Shot fired, very quiet today at the airport. Yeah, it's not massively busy. Yo, Adam, are you a car enthusiast? I like cars. I wouldn't call myself a car enthusiast, but I do like cars. No, but I'd be on the runway protesting. The drone personnel. When it's half-term week in Ireland, please? I'm not sure, you know. Debs, when's half-term in Ireland? for this week. Half term for me is Friday. I break up from Friday. I think we're going to be jumping off quite soon. We'll keep this stream a little bit shorter. It's a bit quiet here. My back's not great. However, we will be live tomorrow from big up to Ark Hamkratos. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. We'll be live from 2 o'clock tomorrow. Definitely 2 o'clock. This spot's maybe busy. Yeah, the thing is, we're fortunate in one sense that during half term, if runway 28 is busy and I can't get parked, we have a lot of space down on this runway. King needs his throne, not the toilet. See you later, Tango Alpha. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I'll see you all tomorrow from around 2 p.m. Don't forget, anybody who is watching, if you are interested in the IPTV service, use discount code WTF30 at checkout. You'll get 12-month subscription for just €49. It includes all of your live TV, UK, Ireland, Spain, the US, South America, India, Pakistan, every country you can think of. A huge movie section as well as video on demand. And we do also have that second custom app that you also get included in this offer, which is dedicated to movies and video on demand. Defo 2 p.m, yes, defo. So if you are interested, head over to wtflivedaily.com/IPTV. That's it from me. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you all. As always, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you from 2 p.m. tomorrow. Big up, big love. Take care. Adios.